What's good, fam? I hope you're all well and having a great start to your weekend. Now, another great day to be speaking about some positive changes in Tarkov that's just happened. Now, something that the player base has been wanting for a long time, and it's finally arrived. Cultist spawns have finally been increased. Now, I don't know exactly what the spawn chance is right now. We're waiting for Logical Solutions to provide the info. He's the actual gentleman who provides, who data mines all the information from BSG and then provides that out through Twitter, his actual webpage, tarkovchanges.com. This man will have to wait for the god to give us the answers. Otherwise, like right now, if they've been buffed, I'm guessing they're going to be 10% plus because they've been sitting at 6% all white. Now, it wouldn't make sense for them to increase them just from 6 to 8 or 6 to 7. Like, what's the point? You know, we're mid-white right now. Things have to move and bosses are getting increased like through the roof right now. Going on to Reshala, increased Reshala spawn chance. Bro, this guy just got buffed yesterday. He was literally 24% increased buff yesterday. He's been further increased even harder. I don't know the exact spawn rate. My guess is that he's 30% plus. Reason being, my mates have actually been running customs this afternoon when this patch did come through. Now, it's a silent change. There's no downloadable patch that you have to do. It's literally just stat changing. With regards to Reshala spawn chance, my mate ran into him 5 times in a row. 5. At 24%, I was running into him 3 times in a row before I, didn't have him on the map. 5 times in a row, that's a very, very good hit rate, man. There's got to be something high. I'm thinking 30 plus, wherever it lays after that. Who knows? But second to that as well, we'll just get that third line real quick. Reduce the initial enemy contact reaction speed of all bosses by 30%. Now, what that means is that enemies, when they aggro, they got a 30% delay on their reaction time. So if you shoot them, if you nade them, if you come into proximity within their engagement circle and whatever else like that, right? They're going to be slower, 30% slower. And then when it says here as well, all bosses, the title bosses includes rogues, it includes the goons, it includes cultists, and it includes your normal bosses. So just be mindful if you're doing rogue running and stuff like that, maybe there might be a difference in there. Okay. Now, increase the minimum time from the start of the raid that's required for player scavs to spawn. This is a must. This should have been done a long time ago. Reason why I say that is because historically, scavs wouldn't be able to scav into a map until 20-minute timer is up, right? So you're 20 minutes into the raid, that's when they'll be actually allowed to go into a live raid. Now, when they brought Lighthouse out, they removed that requirement. All it became is like, okay, I'm going into Lighthouse, I'm just going to play scav. And bro, the scav would literally spawn in the same time as your PMC, and they'll get a closer spawn because they're a scav. And then they'll loot the hell out of Chalet, they'll do whatever, run away, and then you as a PMC will rock up, everything's already been touched, and you're like, what the hell? Even at road camps, you'd go to road camps, you'd be standing there trying to line up a shot, player scav's already fucking somewhere sneaky and just taps you out, takes your gear, right? When you play a scav, there's no risk to the game. It's literally free gear. You've got no danger, you got nothing to lose, you got everything to gain. It's such a weird freaking mechanic that they didn't increase this anytime sooner. Like, this is a great change. Personally, I did test this out when I found this tweet come out, right? So I spawned in at 35 minutes. To me, that is not an increase of the minimum time at all. Like, minimum time, you should be spawning around that 20-minute time frame again. I think they're still either tweaking that time frame, or it might be, applicable on certain maps and stuff like that, but who knows? Test it out further. If you know anything better than I do, please comment, let us know, so that we can all learn from it. Now, a very good one, Bitcoin's coming back into play, man. Adjusted the Bitcoin rate factor. This thing just doubled as soon as I hit this tweet out. It trades for about 259, I believe it is at the moment. Really good, double in price straight away. Now, it's going to probably make Bitcoin farm viable again. Whether it does or not, who knows? The price of GPUs usually sit around 300 to 350k, so up to you. I usually don't build Bitcoin farm just because it's a waste of time, waste of resources. But the best thing about Bitcoin is that you can trade it for weapons case and stuff like that. So if you need to farm those Bitcoins, do it. If you're not fussed about it, who cares? But the price of it's nice. You know, if you find one in raid, that's good profit straight away. And if you haven't seen so already, everyone may know of this by now. It's, you know, a little bit of old news. However, flea trades will now be removed from the flea market. It's not implemented right now. It will be soon, whether it's next wipe or if they do it later on in a few weeks time. Gone are the days with gating keys with ridiculous trades. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably the bane of it, is people trying to gate keys and trade. Like, when people were trying to trade bunkhouse key, the bunkhouse key, man, that's like a level 5 quest. Like, bro, you get that straight away. People were gating that key trying to trade it for like rivals armbands, fucking a tiger. Like, out of your mind, man. That's so stupid. You're gating so many new players getting through like the starting quests, and it was mid-wipe. I was like, come on, bro, that's stupid. So all I'm going to be sad about is that I won't be able to trade my mag cases for sugar anymore. All I've been abusing is literally a mag case, trading it for 10 to 14 sugars at any time. And bro, I've sold 3 mag cases so far, made around 40 sugars. Mind you, 40 sugars, like a sugar, one sugar is 40k a pop, 40 to 50k a pop. A mag case trades for 130k. Like, do the math. It's a bit of cabbage there. Really good. However, another change that's coming in is that all items are going to be visible from the get-go as well. So on a brand new account, they're removing the examining feature. So that means you won't be able to do that level 2 Jaeger rush anymore. You won't be able to inspect the actual items through every trader to get the fast level 2, push the woods, unlock Jaeger, yada yada yada, do a few things. You know, so that's going to be removed at a further point in time. I love the examining function. I think there's no better feeling than actually finding a rare key or getting a key card and being like, shit, what color is it? It's a little bit of a dopamine function, right? It's very cool. However, I think the great change for this is that people won't actually have to inspect every weapons attachment to build a gun in their workshop now. So that's the benefit to it. No longer will you actually miss out on building certain gun builds because you didn't inspect the item. I think that's a really good change to it, and it probably was needed. I wish that they do keep that little dopamine side of it though, where if you get a rare item and stuff like that, yeah, you inspect it. I think that's cool. But overall, these changes are going to be really nice. Like, over the coming weeks, all week, we're gonna keep seeing change after change, because they're fine-tuning and they're finessing back to what community standard is. You know, Tarkov was great before. They did a lot of changes through the last 2 wipes. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. Most of them, they're actually reverting back to old style, you know, and I applaud them for it, because it was better back then. It was shit for the last 2 wipes. The game went a little bit stagnant. Nobody liked it. All these little changes will improve the playability, plus the enjoyment level of the game as well. So we'll see how the next changes come aboard. I'm excited for it. We're going to go hunt some cultists over the weekend as well. If you're coming through on the stream, man, come through, say hello. Love to see you guys there. Take care. Have a great weekend.